Good morning. It's Monday morning. It's a new week. I need to finish my YouTube from last week. I got this pink outfit from the auction and it's so cute, and like I don't know if you've ever, like, I'm not a pink person, but like putting this on today made me get my life together. Like, I didn't have my lashes on and I was like, let me do my lashes. I was like, hey, instead of a messy bun, let's do some space buns. And I don't know who I am anymore, honestly. All right, let's catch you up on some things. We had a 2-week deload. It was interesting, to say the least. I've never had a 2-week deload, but we are back at it today. We have 6 workouts a week, and we're going to do a lot of the booty band stuff that we did last time. So we're kind of doing like 2-a-days. Where I do my normal lifts, and then like later I will do some light booty band stuff to just get some more activation. We adjusted my calories and wow, I am eating good in the neighborhood. Yesterday we went to Sam's Club, and I've been working on getting back to being dairy-free and gluten-free, except for the one day of the week, which this week was, what was it? Oh, 4th of July. Yeah. I made those s'mores bars, and that was going to be it. Saturday, I stuck to my gluten-free, dairy-free. And then Sunday, yesterday, we were shopping at Costco. No, not Sam's Club. Yeah, we were doing back-to-school shopping. And like, my husband is supposed to be dairy-free too. Like, he breaks out a lot when he has dairy, so he's trying to not do that. But anyway, he had a coffee, and I like took it, and I took a sip without asking. And I was like, hey, do you mix this with coconut milk? And he's like, no, regular milk. And I was like, ah. So I dairyized myself. But then there were some things that I've been eyeing at Sam's Club that I was like, I want to try. Mainly, they had these s'mores ice cream bars that have been driving me crazy for months. And I was like, I looked at the macros. I was like, ooh, I could fit one of those in. And then, we went to Aldi's, and I found a blueberry pie Oreo. And I was like, okay, I'm going to try one of those too. Fit it in my macros. Damn. Those are good. I also tried the Selena Gomez Oreos. They're okay. I resisted buying them for a very long time because I didn't think the flavor profile sounded good. Like, chocolate and cinnamon, I'm like, okay, maybe, but anyway. So, what are my calories? They are at 2,100 something and change. Let me see. I need to look. I'm not quite adjusted, so I'm like, I asked her, and I'm like, are these right? I don't know. So I'm at 2175, 140 protein, 280 carbs, 55 fats. So lots of room to fit things in, but I'll be stopping those shenanigans now. The one shenanigan I do need to stop, ooh, I match, is the damn skinny syrups, which is in my coffee right now. I should not have bought them. Like, they're too good. They're too good. But once I run out of the salted caramel, I will stop, because I need to just like I can feel the bloat from them. But they're so good. Anyways, that's my little update for this morning. I will let's see what I was going to say. Update you on how the workout goes. This Monday looks like a beast of a workout. Compared to the little 25-minute workouts I've been doing, I think I'm going to be sore. But that's okay, because I have cold plunge. That will help. But yeah, it looks beastly. Okay. I'm gonna get back to work. I got some athlete check-ins to take care of. Bye. So as you guys know, I have already booked for Pittsburgh, hotel and flight. I'm in the process of doing hair and makeup now. I booked my tan last night. However, like I wanted my family to go with, but it's Labor Day weekend and they usually go up north. So I think I might be going solo and I'm not sure how I feel about it. Yeah, it's crazy. I usually always have someone there. And like I've thought, so I have a room with 2 beds and I'm like, well, I could, and I tentatively do have another competitor who might share a room with me. But then I'm like, do I kind of want my own space for like once and kind of like just be me? I also thought about taking my sister, because she does hair and makeup, seeing if she, because like, I mean, by the end of the day, it's like almost the same. But then I'm like, you know what, I'll just, with Fit Model being first, this is nice because don't have to worry about like being late. So I don't know if I told you guys this. Again, apologies if I did. My hair and makeup time, I think I did tell you, my hair and makeup time for the last show, which Fit Model was last for, was like 11:30 or something. And I'm like, the show starts at 9. It's only ladies. The earlier, more muscular classes only have a small amount of people in there, but that's why you book with the hair and makeup people that are there, because they will slow the show down. They absolutely will, and that's what they did. They kept on checking in, and they are like, okay, who's who, like who's got to go, blah, blah, blah. So they definitely take care of you like that, and like you can't get that if you go with someone who's not the makeup provider for the show, which, there's tons of great also like contracted people, and but it's just like a risk you run, which I know like at Junior USA there was a girl who went with somebody else and was like cutting it real close, and I'm like, oh god, because a lot of the times too they don't get their post at the host hotel too, so it's just like running around. So anyway, that's my word of advice, to always go with the show vendors, because they're going to be able to slow the show down for you. So but yeah, I might be on my own solo for Pittsburgh, which is fine. I'm a big independent woman. Maybe not big, but I'm a strong independent woman. And it's totally fine, honestly. I just, I like Brad to be there. It's always nice. I've done like a couple shows solo before, I think. Yeah, I went to, well, I guess it wasn't solo. I had people there, but either way, I'm excited to experience Pittsburgh. As far as the show goes, Gary Udit show, I've never done a Gary Udit show before. We'll see how it goes. Good morning. It is Tuesday and I am sore. I'm not like terribly, terribly sore, but definitely sore. Kind of all over my body, which I'm like even in my shoulders and like a little bit of my lower back, which I did RDLs yesterday. So I'm kind of like about that, but I think it's just because like literally I've not really lifted heavy in 2 weeks now. But I gotta tell you, I was so excited to cold plunge today, because I was like, oh, this is gonna feel amazing. So I did my walk with my dog, and then I went in the garage, because I don't know if I told you about my switch. I'm pretty sure I did. But anyway, I moved my cold plunge into the garage, and so these days, like I'm wearing my clothes, obviously, and I change in the garage with my bathing suits in the garage, my towels in the garage. So most days I change in the garage, and then I hop in the cold plunge. Well, I got into the garage today and I noticed that, oh shoot, I forgot to like turn my cold plunge back on. So you don't want to have your cold plunge running while you're in it because you don't want to like electrocute yourself and die. So like I turn my cold plunge off while I'm plunging, and I'm supposed to turn it back on after I'm done. Well, I forgot yesterday, so that like distracted me. So I like flip it on real quick to see, because when I turn it on I can see the temperature. So I'm like, okay, it's at 45 degrees. It didn't go up too hot, because I mean it is hot in that garage. It's probably like 120 degrees in that garage, but obviously the freezer is insulated. So like I turn it on to see the temperature, I turn it back off, and then I take my clothes off, and I just start getting into the cold plunge. I forgot, I forgot to change into my bathing suit. So this morning we had a naked cold plunge. Oh, I was just like, well, we're doing this. My timer was started. I was like, I'm committing to the bits, literally. But anyway, so that's how my morning's going. I have a lunch date today with one of my very good friends, so I'm super excited about that. The macros are high enough. She's so sweet. She asked, she's like, hey, can we meet up for lunch, or are you still on prep? And the answer is both, yes. But yeah, it was just really nice to, I'm excited to connect with her. She is a boss babe. Like, we were partners. We met in college, actually, and we partied a lot in college. Her and I, we got really drunk a lot. That was back before I found fitness. So yeah, it's always nice to catch up. She's super busy. She owns a few dispensaries here in Arizona. She's like really branching out, and like I admire her so much. Like, you know, when like they say your circle is who you want to be, like she is in my circle because I want to learn from her like everything I can. She's always been so driven. So yeah, can't wait for that. Upper body today. Feeling good. The scale went down today. Went up yesterday though, so it was like a fake down. Like I'm hovering about 125 now, which is about 10 pounds over where I hit the stage at. The 10 pounds came on really quick because I just didn't move for well, not that I didn't move, but I had little baby workouts. My body was in a recovery mode. And I've been eating gluten and dairy. Okay, so dairy. I have been still doing a little bit of dairy, a little bit. But the gluten is only like once a week. I will cut the dairy. I will cut the dairy today. I don't have skinny syrups in here. I might do them later. I don't know. I'm trying to wean off. Damn though, I gotta tell you, it sucks. This coffee right now sucks. No, it's reacclimating your taste buds to like the super sweet of the skinny syrups. It's just, and there's even like oat milk in there. But man, don't buy those skinny syrups ever because they're so good. And then you have to like wean off of them. And that's all I've got to say right now. Bye. All right. Today was a busy day. Had a posing session in person. Changed quite a few things in my posing routine, and I think it's really for the better, but good Lord, I'm gonna be sore. Oh, I need to be better about holding things. But then after I met with one of my friends, I talked about her earlier. Oh, it's just always so nice when I get to talk to her. And like, she had a baby like 2 years ago, and I had a baby 10 years ago. So like, for the last couple of years, we just haven't really been able to really have a conversation. And she loves to host these ridiculously amazing parties, which, you know, she's got to host and socialize. So like, there's not a lot of times that we really get to talk, and her husband was there and he's amazing as well. So gosh, it's just like so nice when you meet up with other experts in different areas. Like, I don't know, we are, again, biochem, buddies, so we have that love of science that bonds us together, and she just went one way, I went another, but it's so nice to talk to her. So we are going to be hosting a little meetup in the Mesa. I was going to say in the 480, but yeah, that is right, in the 480 at her dispensary. So if you're local, come and check it out. It's going to be on, I think, August 15th, and yeah, it'll be super fun. So I'm excited about that. I'll be working on planning on that now. I'll be 2 weeks out from getting my pro card, so that'll be cool too. And yeah, just a good day. Good day. Oh, I should talk about. So I went out to lunch, and you know, calories are higher, macros are higher. I 4-plated, so I looked at the restaurant. It's one I've been to before, and I actually really like this restaurant. I got a shrimp dish that came with shrimp and rice. It said it was going to be covered in some like garlic tequila sauce, and so I asked for the sauce on the side. He got me a jar this big of sauce, which I said sauce on the side because I didn't want it covered in the sauce. But then he ended up giving me probably 5,000 calories worth of sauce on the side. I don't think he understands why I want the sauce on the side, but anyway. And so I dipped it in that sauce a little bit, but the shrimp was fantastic on its own. And I would just like to point out, I probably for the first time in my life ordered seafood at a restaurant that's not a cruise. Who am I? I don't even know anymore. Is this a midlife crisis? I don't know. But anyway, fantastic dinner. The shrimp, I could tell, was just covered in butter. So I logged it as best as I could, overcompensated for how much butter I think was on there. Now I have a little bit of fat for dinner, a little bit of protein, lots of carbs. So even though my meal did come with some garlic bread, just weird little tiny things of garlic bread, and rice. But yeah, good day, good day. Excited to see what tomorrow brings. It's just been a good week. I've been loving getting back to my training. I feel like I have shoulders again because I pumped shoulders today. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that actually hurt. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Good morning. It is, well, actually it's afternoon. It is 2:25 in the afternoon, and it is Wednesday. This is my third day back to lifting, and oh boy, I am sore. Yes, I am sore. Not intolerably, but actually where I'm most sore. Well, I'm a little bit sore everywhere. But getting back to my super high heels and posing was tough. My calves are roasted. So I tried to pose again today. It's just the way that I need to turn. Oh my God, my ankles feel like they're gonna snap. Oh, posing is can be very uncomfortable hitting the exact angles. And honestly, sometimes I think if you aren't uncomfortable, you aren't doing it right. It's just awful. So that's my update for today. I will say, before today, I was feeling very potatoey. And I know I've talked previously about how, this is the first time ever with Fit Model that, after I'm done competing, I don't, hate how I look. After I gain a little bit after show. But, okay, lifting 2 weeks, not lifting heavy for 2 weeks, I was starting to not like how things were looking. But now that I'm back to the grind, I've been lifting heavy for 3 whole days. I'm okay, my abs are starting to poke through again. Oh my God, the bloat has been insane. I think I have some hormonal stuff going on. Cause, oh my God, I've not had a poop in a week. Just nothing, just little rabbit turds. I'm eating my fiber, I'm drinking my water. But today I had a log, so we good, fam. Oh, also today I am cutting the artificials. I made it through the hardest part of cutting the artificials, which is the coffee, the pre-workout, and then my cream of rice. That was also, I was putting the skinny syrups in. And I can't believe the difference. Like, and who knows, maybe the apps today were just like not doing the pre-workouts that I have been doing, because like the pre-workout that I was doing was not gains in bulk because they ran out of their pre-workout, or not ran out, they're reformulating, so they were out. So I purchased another one, and it's not naturally flavored. So there's artificial flavors, and what was the other thing? Oh, like there's a dairy component to it, which like is stupid that there's dairy in a pre-workout. It's actually very annoying. So like I would be getting to the gym and I just felt like I was like 6 months pregnant, and that like I was like so far away from competing, even though it was just like bloat. Oh, I also have been like trying to up my creatine to like 10 grams a day. I can't remember if I told you all about that. So maybe that was some of the gastrointestinal stuff that's been happening. Also, new auction find. I'm in love with this little top. It's a little cute, huh? So yeah, this week had been like these last 7 days before today were like the first 7 days where I'm like, I don't like how I look. I don't even look like I compete. All those silly things we tell ourselves. But honestly, for that to be the first time that happened, and I've competed in 5 shows now, not bad. And I took 2 weeks off. Not off. Light duty. So, but we back at it, and I like how I'm looking now. So, that's my Wednesday update. I have a photo shoot. It's supposed to be on Sunday, but I might switch it to Saturday because my husband and daughter are going camping on Saturday. So I don't have to have the mom guilt of missing spending time with them for a photo shoot, because, you know, that's how mom guilt works. I'm excited. It's with Hannah, the best, of course, the girl I have been shooting with, and she's going to try underwater photography. So stay tuned for that. Tomorrow's workout is actually like a little recovery day. So I'm like, all right, let's see. I'm going to tell you what's on it. Oh, I need to do my little touch up later too. Okay. Oh yeah. Just some stretches. Yeah. And some posing practice. Love it. Oh, is that 30 minutes of posing practice? All right. So recovery and posing. Love it, love it. Excited. Yesterday, I went out to eat. We have variables when we go out to eat, so the scale did tick up again for back to 126. Actually, no. 126.6. That's like actually the heaviest I've run in since early May. But I pooped this morning now, so we should be heading back down. I just have been holding on to something. And of course, macros are up, so weight gain is expected. But anyway, I'm really going now. Bye. All right, it's Thursday afternoon. I just did my little baby mobility. And yeah, it was a good little mobility thing. And then I had my 30 minutes of posing. Today the kid came. Oh my God, like, that kid kills me. She was like in and out of everything. All of my frames just being a wackadoodle. But it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. But yeah, I switched to my smaller shoes because dang, like, I have not been able to just I can get into the front pose. It's just very painful. in the taller shoes. Oh. So, I don't know, I'm talking with Ryan now because I don't want to be in the same situation where I'm like a week out and I'm like, actually my glutes look better in the taller shoes. Let's switch to the taller shoes 1 week out. But overall, I like the control that I'm having in the lower shoes. So we'll see. Time will tell. Check-ins are tomorrow. I'm hovering around 125, 126. I was on stage at 115. It's around 10 pounds up. Eating lots of food, very satiated. Oh, that will not last for long, I know. But we'll see how long it can last. And I'll enjoy it while it's here. My kid lost her screens because we've been having lying issues about trivial things that I'm trying to make a point about. So anybody who has any mom help, feel free to send it my way because I'm losing my mind. I don't know. I think we both just need school to start. We're both going a little crazy here. And she's even said so many times, like, I'm ready for school to start. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm ready for school to start for you because you're driving me freaking crazy. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Sorry, I just saw something. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. Have a good day. All right, it's Sunday. I'm getting my steps on, and please disregard the fact that I only have one chunk of eyelashes on each side because I went to hot yoga this morning and they fell off and I need to put them back on. So I have a photo shoot later today, so I've just been avoiding putting them on until it's closer to the photo shoot. Okay, so today is Sunday. I did not record anything yesterday. We had a lovely morning. We went to the farmer's market. We wanted to go to this one restaurant because back around Mother's Day, which was, you know, a couple weeks before my first national show, this barbecue place that I like posted about the fact that they were going to have croissant French toast filled with either like peanut butter, cookie butter, Nutella with like a house-made whipped cream, and like I saw that and I was like, I need that. And so like for weeks now, it is now July. I did that show in June. And now I have a little break. So we were like, okay, let's do this, get this barbecue, it's not barbecue, it's at a barbecue place, but this croissant French toast. So we're like, let's go, and we'll go, excuse me. Side note, I just had an apple with PB2 and I went to go sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon and god dang, like so much cinnamon dumped in there. And so I tried scraping as much out as I could, but I just like mini cinnamon challenged myself with that apple, but it was so good. Sorry. So we were going to go to the barbecue place, then we're going to go walk around the farmer's market, get to the barbecue place, and Brad's looking, and I'm like, oh, what are you going to get? And he's like, oh, I'm torn between the French toast and the biscuits and gravy. Brad's like a biscuit and gravy guy. That's what he gets. And so I was like, oh man. So I'm like, okay, I start with the girls because we had brought a friend along too. So I was like, okay, the girls are going to split a French toast. And the girl's like, we don't have French toast. I was like, what? It's like 9 o'clock in the morning and they just opened for breakfast at 8. And my husband's like, oh, okay. And then she's like, yeah, we don't have French toast or biscuits or gravy. So I was like, well then, I guess we're not eating here. Like, I have wanted this French toast for so long and we're just gonna have to wait another weekend. So anyway, we just ended up walking around the farmer's market. One of my neighbors has a coffee truck and she's at this market. So I stopped by her coffee truck and got like a fancy little s'mores coffee. It was delicious. Shout out Lady Java. And then what else? Oh, there is another ice cream, another food truck that like we have seen along, you know, our different events that we do. It's called Ice Cream Crush. And it is so yummy. It's like dipped ice cream bars, and they were there. And so again, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I go up and I talk to the girl, and you know, I was like, you know, today's the day I'm gonna get an ice cream, because like every time I see him, I'm like, I'm still in prep. One of these days I'm gonna get an ice cream bar, but it's not today. And like usually when they're there, my kid gets one. So we did a little lap around the farmer's market, and there wasn't anything else like we really wanted for breakfast. So there's like another cute restaurant down the way that we're like, okay, we'll just go there for breakfast. And so we went back to the ice cream truck and got, the girls split like a dipped ice cream bar, then me and my husband split a dipped ice cream bar. And then we went out to breakfast, and like I was like pretty okay with everything. Like I just wanted like 2 eggs and a biscuit, and that's what I ordered for breakfast. And then from there, you know, my husband and daughter were actually going to go camping for the night, so I had a night to myself. I did meet someone who's looking into getting into videography. It's actually my daughter's coach's boyfriend. So he is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. Sorry. I'm gonna come back to that. But, gosh, I can't, that's so nice. Sorry. Anyway, so I met this kid for lunch. We ended up chatting for like 2 hours. He was into fitness too. And then I came home, and like, so since my daughter and my husband are camping, like I couldn't even, like they didn't even have service, and it was just so weird. I was like, dang. I you know, as much as I'm like, oh, you know, can't get things done because my husband is here, my daughter's here, it's like, without them, I am so sad. So it was like a really little sad afternoon, evening, not sad, but like, you know, just feel like pieces of my heart were gone. And on top of that, like starting Friday night, my back started acting up a little bit, and then just kind of like escalated throughout the weekend. And it's like, sometimes you almost like rehab things too much, if that makes sense. Because I was just trying to do like a bunch of different shit, and I think it just pissed it off even more. So like Saturday morning, my back was all messed up. Friday night, Saturday night, and like this morning too, like on my walk with Honey, I was like dying. But then I went to hot yoga this morning, and I felt so much better, but still not 100%. And then I went, and thankfully my chiropractor was able to get me in and got cracked, and things are great now. So anyways, what I am like super stoked about is, you know, I love my Everyday Dose coffee. They were asking like, hey, on their Instagram, Jack, the owner, was asking, does anybody have camps that like you want to like get some Everyday Dose samples for? Well, I have the Team Flex Cruise, and I was like, hey, I have a Team Flex Cruise. I have about 20 people coming. Would you want to donate some samples? And then maybe like a full bag? And he was like, yeah. And so I was like, great. I just got the shipping notification, and they're sending 50 packs of the mild, 50 packs of the bold, and then a full 30 serving bag of matcha and a full 30 serving bag of the bold coffee. So thank you, Jack from Everyday Dose. I am like so grateful for you for donating that. And if you're watching this and you want to donate something, well, let me know. We'd be happy to have your donation to the Team Flex cruise. All right, this is going to be the last video of the week. I made it through my first whole week of workouts, and they're great. I love this little plan of workouts. I'm excited to see what we can do in seven weeks now. All right, guys, see ya. Hi. I don't know if this mic is on. I don't know, because I messed with it today. So, anyway, I'm gonna pin this to me, probably just for looks, but that's the energy we're bringing to the first video of this podcast episode. It's Tuesday already, and let me tell you, school goes back tomorrow. Thank freaking Jeebus. Made it. Each year, I never know if I'm gonna make it. This year was peppered with national competitions, non-national competitions, actually just national competitions. She is modified year-round school, so thankfully that means that summer break is a little shorter. It's about 6 weeks, and we made it to the end, baby. Happy to be here, although I did like not having to get her ready in the morning. That was really nice. Anyway, I haven't talked to you guys since Saturday. It's been 4 whole days. Little update. Excuse me, I choked on some freeze-dried strawberries downstairs. Just a little bit. Just had a few and like it's super powdery. Anyway, Sunday the photo shoot did not happen. She kind of texted me and she's like, yo, it's really hot out. We're going to do an outdoor shoot. I was like, yeah, it is. And so we postponed till this Friday. So this Friday we will do the photo shoot, which I'm super excited about. Calories are still high at 2100. Oh, I have leveled out in my weight, it seems, at the moment. Excuse me. So that's nice to see. I was like not loving how I was looking for a little bit. I think I told you guys about that, but now I'm doing okay. My obliques are coming back in. I think I was just like super inflamed and just not pooping. Like, I don't know what the deal was. I think it was just hormones. So now I'm pooping, which feels nicer all around. Like my back pain flared up too, and I think it's from like lack of pooping. Sometimes that happens with me. So anyway, we back, fam. I'm enjoying the extra food, getting to eat rice every day. 150 grams of it. It's so good. I made that peach sorbet. Did I tell you guys about that? I can't remember. So if I didn't, forgive me. If I did, forgive me, is what I mean. Maybe I've already recorded a video. Maybe I'm going crazy. Don't know. We'll see when I go to edit this thing. But anyway, yeah, just peaches, the peach syrup, freeze it, spin it down on sorbet mode. Took one respin with a little bit more of the syrup in it. So good. I was sent. Anyway, today was a busy day. I had a posing session with one of my new Fit Model girls. It went great. And then I had a call with one of my other athletes who had just done a stress mood metabolism test. I love this particular test. For all ladies, I think it's one that if you can run, you should. We went over her sex hormones. You know what? I blocked her information, so let's just take a looky here. So for this particular athlete, let me just, can I make this bigger? That's what she said. Yes, I can. Let's cover everything. Wow, it's so big. Okay. So this was her sex hormones. We have estradiol, progesterone, her ratio of progesterone to estrogen, testosterone, and DHEA. This would really be nice if I wasn't holding it. I'm sure you're like getting car sick. Let me see if I can adjust this so you're not being held by me. But I can't see crap. Oh, hold on. Bear with me, people. Yeah, that's just not gonna work. I'm just gonna hold you. Hold you. All right, now what's going on? All right. This is the most square on view. Okay, so her estradiol was good. Her progesterone was on the lower side, which made her progesterone to estrogen ratio low. And this is what we're really looking at as a ratio. So her testosterone was also in the lower range. DHEA is almost basically out of range. DHEA is a precursor to testosterone and estrogen. How we're dealing with that in just a second. Her cortisol, hooey! This girl does not even drink coffee, and she is out of range in the morning, noon, night cortisol, with an elevated in the evening. So here's the deal with cortisol is you should have a nice curve that starts high and goes lower, and then it starts to rise again the next day. We are just all out of whack here. Like, you should have higher, you can see these numbers are higher levels, like 3 to 7, 0 to 1, and then it should go down. So we are having some dysfunction here that we will also, let's see if I can trim that. Thyroid, borderline with the free T4 in the optimal range, borderline with a free T3. TSH is almost elevated. So your TSH is what most doctors are on, and it's just like, how hard is your thyroid working? It's almost working too hard. It's not a great indicator of how your thyroid is actually working. The free T4 and free T3, especially free T3, is the best indicator. TPO antibodies are basically indicative of whether or not you are experiencing Hashimoto's. I'm gonna stop that. Breathe a little bit better. Her HbA1c, optimal range, vitamin D. D2 was good, D3 and D, total vitamin D was low. She was surprised about this because she takes a vitamin D supplement, but I kind of explained to her that, like, not all supplements are created equal. So we designed a game plan. We're gonna put her on the daily foundational support to level 2. And that comes with the daily multivitamin, the omegas, and the probiotic, and the daily fruit and vegetable blend. We are also doing progesterone support to bring her progesterone up a little bit. It's going to help her body support making progesterone. We're also going to put her on some estrogen balance, which will just bring down the estrogen just a little bit, so we're more in that range that we want to be. Love the text that the husband's gonna be late for dinner. We're gonna do Adrenal Soothe from Equilife, which is something to help bring down the cortisol. It's got ashwagandha. What else do they have? Bunch of different things in there. I'm blanking on what it is. Oh. And we're going to add full spectrum magnesium. The name of the game is trying to get her body to be less stressed out. I believe she works in healthcare, works long days. She's told me, like, work has just been chaotic lately. And clearly it shows. So I'm super excited that she invested in herself to do this, because we're going to take these steps, and I can't wait to update you in a couple weeks and tell you how she's doing. All right, well, now I have to go make dinner because it's gonna be late. But But yeah, let me know in the comments if you want to see more things like this. I love this stuff. Well, it's Thursday, day 2 of school, and I went early to get an adjustment, you know, trying to take care of my back and stuff. And my daughter calls me at it was at 5 o'clock in the morning. She's like, Mom, my belly hurts. And I'm like, okay, I'll be home soon, because Brad was at the gym too. Grandma's home, but, you know. So I get home, and I'm in the door 2 seconds. And she's like, Mom, I puked. Day 2 of school. Day 2. Luckily, I have just my mobility day and posing day. So I don't have to go to the gym. I can do that all here. And yeah, there's no big deal.